Hello again, viewers. Welcome back to Ohio Airgun Shooter. For those of you who just happened to stumble upon this video, thank you for stopping by and checking it out. And if you haven't yet, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. The airgun that I'm going to test out in this video is the Umarex XCP. It's a 4.5 millimeter CO2 powered non-blowback air pistol, which is constructed all of plastic, except for some of the internals. Now, there are many air pistols of similar design, just pretty much just branded under other names. Umarex does have another one, which is the Umarex XBG, which is basically just, they're basically identical mechanically and everything else, except for just cosmetics. The magazines are exactly the same. These are interchangeable between these two. And everything else is identical. The only difference is, like on this one, just has a white dot on the front, nothing on the back. This one here has green fiber optics on the back and on the front, which is really a nice feature for a lower cost BB pistol. Does have a manual safety. Does have a rail underneath here. Actually, the trigger is metal, feels like. I don't think it's steel though, except for the pin. Nope. Again, non-blowback. Very few features. Again, stick magazine. Does have a claimed velocity of up to 410 feet per second with 4.5 millimeter steel BBs. That was, let's see, like with the Umarex brand, I think they're 5.4 grains or something like that. When I did the testing in the video about 5 months ago, I did get a high of 400. The highest I got was 432.5 feet per second. That was with the Umarex brand 5.4 grain steel BBs. So that 432.5 was 2.24 foot-pounds or 3.04 joules. Yeah, not bad for a lower cost BB gun. What I want to test out today are these Smart Shot H&N Excite Smart Shot lead BBs. These are 7.4 grain. They are copper jacketed lead BB, designed for low ricochet, so you can kind of hit like steel plates or any other hard objects without the worry of any ricochets. And I might also test out, since these are heavier, I might test out these lighter. These are 1.13 gram ASG Blaster BBs. They're plastic. Since this is kind of a more like a stick magazine, I just kind of want to test these out in that. Hopefully they won't just blow apart. So we'll probably get some pretty extreme velocities with these. Accuracy probably won't be there, but we'll see how they work in the Umarex XCP 4.5 millimeter non-blowback CO2 powered BB pistol. Here's a little comparison between the two. 410 feet per second, same here. Just both 19 round magazines, so just basically identical. I'm not sure exactly which one was first available. I know these are sold readily on eBay, some at ridiculous prices. I have to find these at my local tractor supply company. I think this one came as a kit, and I think it was right around 50 maybe US dollars, and I think this one came in right around 40. It was just the gun itself. This came with some sample BBs as well as, I believe, 2 CO2 cartridges. But yeah, as you can see, the instruction manuals are just identical. Everything's the same. I won't be shooting this one today, but I probably will use the magazine. I do have a 12 gram Umarex brand 12 gram CO2 cartridge already installed. and pierced. Just kind of letting it settle and warm back up to room temperature, which I am inside, and it is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly 21 degrees Celsius. So I just want to get some velocities with the lead BBs and maybe do some accuracy, and then just we'll get velocities with these. Could try some accuracy. It just depends if they shoot or not. Hopefully they won't get jammed up or break apart inside the gun at all. But I mean, if that happens, well then I don't know how I would take it apart and to clean it. Some viewers asked about I think mods on these. I don't know if there's anything you can do with the valve. I mean, mechanically, internally, these are Umarex. They're made in Taiwan, so I don't know what the internals are like. If it's similar to other Umarex brand, like some of their markers, like the HTP or whatever. So I don't even know how you would. Oh, you see, there's some screws. You can take these screws apart and maybe see, but I haven't fiddled with anything. One individual who has a really good YouTube channel, I'm sure y'all heard of him, Rune Rebel. He does a lot with pistols like this, some mods. Probably not so much the BB guns, but a lot with markers, as well as many other channels. But if you haven't yet, check out his channel. He has a lot of cool stuff. I already have the Umarex CO2 cartridge already installed, pierced, and it's just kind of been warming up to room temperature. To access the cartridge compartment, you gotta lift this back strap up. It just kind of snaps up, and then just bring it up carefully because the hinge is just plastic. It can break. So I really wish it, I mean, it probably would have been nicer if they probably used a metal hinge, but it is just plastic. And then you just install your CO2, put a drop of silicone or pelgon oil or whatever you prefer on the tip, and install it, and then just tighten it, and you'll hear that little hiss, and you're ready to go. And just return the back strap down, snap it shut, and you're ready to go. All this, I do recommend just removing the magazine first. These are stick magazines that hold 19 rounds. I have 15 of the H&N Excite, and then I have 15 of the ASG Blaster BBs, 7.4 grains or 0.48 grams, and these are only 0.13 gram plastic BBs. So we'll just probably get some ridiculous high velocities with the plastic BBs. Hopefully it don't break up inside the gun, and then these will probably be significantly slower. But we'll move over to the shooting table and where I got the chronograph set up, and let's go get some numbers. All right, over here at the shooting table, got the chronograph turned on, set up the feet per second. I got the Umarex XCP 4.5 millimeter CO2 non-blowback air pistol. I have 15 of the H&N Excite Smart Shot BBs, 7.4 grain or 0.48 grams. These are copper jacketed lead. Indoor temperature 71 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly 21 degrees Celsius, and claim velocity of up to 410 feet per second, but that's with steel BBs. So these are heavier lead. So let's see what kind of numbers we get. Safety is off. Manual safety, no blowback. Basically every shot is double action. The only really movement there is the front the front of the barrel will protrude out the front a little bit, which is basically you're loading a BB. So all right, 15 shots. Just shooting into a cardboard box down there. So no targets yet. .2. 374. 373.4. 382.8. Pretty heavy trigger on this thing. 377.8. 377.6. 368. 367.4. 371.3. 368.8. 360.3. 365.5. 368.7. I hear my cat over there chattering. She's out of the way though. 360.8. 361.8. That was the last shot. There's no blowback, so there's no locking back after the last shot. You just got to keep count or just wait till it's empty. So that was the H&N Excite Smart Shot lead BBs. We'll move on to the Blaster, ASG Blaster, 1.13 gram plastic BBs. I'm just going to allow this thing to warm up for a little bit. Just give it a fair chance. So I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. Next up, the ASG Blaster plastic BBs, 0.13 grams. If I hear these breaking apart, I did change my target. I mean, I still got a cardboard box, but I just got some plastic shopping bags exposed, so hopefully, you know, they'll hit those and not break apart. I do have 15 of them loaded up. Again, if it seems like they're just breaking apart, which you might hear on the camera here, or well, my phone, but yeah, we'll see. Fire. All right, same CO2 cartridge. It's just been warming up for about 15 minutes now. Again, temperature inside is still 71 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. So ASG Blaster 0.13 gram plastic BBs. Hopefully these will, the chronograph will even read these little things. I don't know. All right. I didn't even read that. Let's see. Try it again here. 603.9 feet per second. That's pretty fast. All right. Let's try another one. 594.0, or Z, as Captain DAR always reminds me to say. That one didn't read. Okay. Ordered that one. 595.8. I just got to hold it a little lower. 595.6. 596.7. Shooting them pretty good, actually. 591.9. 588.0. 592.Z. Tell you what, I might have to take this outside in the 90-degree heat and see how fast these things will fly. Holy smokes. 584.4. And I mean, I know velocity, extreme velocity doesn't really translate into great accuracy, or, you know, depends on, you know, the energy. Just with these being so light, I mean, you probably have very little energy, but it's still fun to see how fast you can shoot stuff. I mean, especially in a cheap little plastic BB gun. So sometimes these little cheap ones outperform the more expensive ones. It's just how long do they last, right? 587.4. 585.7. Yeah, I kind of had to aim these almost just above the chronograph there. 590.4. Probably could have put more light above it. That was the last shot. And I shot them well. None of them broke apart. A couple I didn't get readings. I think I was just maybe aiming too high. They are awful small. They are white-ish, more of a flat or off-white. But maybe it wasn't picking them up. I probably could have put a light above it just to add to it. But 600 feet per second. So that's pretty cool. We'll just have to see what kind of accuracy we get with these. I'll just keep the same CO2 cartridge in there, and we'll do we'll move to some accuracy testing with some paper targets at a distance of about 6.5 yards. I'll be right back. All right, next up, some accuracy testing with the Umarex XCP 4.5 millimeter non-blowback CO2 powered air pistol using H&N Excite Smart Shot lead BBs. 7.4 grains or 0.48 grams. I have 10 of them loaded up. I'll shoot 2 magazines of 10. I have a target set up at about 6.5 yards. Actually, it's right at 6.5. But my arms will be extended, so it'll be probably closer to 6. I'm gonna start with the left target and then move to the right. So my aim will be just to below this black dot. If I see that they're shooting lower, I'll adjust on the right target. So again, 10 rounds. This is all off the same CO2 cartridge, by the way. See if I can just maybe zoom in a little bit more. There you go. All right. Again, left target first, and then move to the right. Let's see how we did here. That'd be hard to see with the blue paper, but looks like everything is inside the circle. It's about a 3 3/4 inch circle. What's that, 9.5 centimeters? Not bad. 1, 2, 3. Get a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a 10th one there somewhere, I'm sure. But that's not too bad. Up and to the left a little bit, so I really don't have to adjust my aim too much. So let's just move over to the right target and try again. That looks a little bit more interesting. Oh, my light's getting ready to shut off. Interesting that my aim point was the exact same, but everything kind of raised up a little bit. Some grouping there opened up a little bit outside of the circle. Yeah, kind of interesting that everything came up. I mean, it is grouping, so a little bit more opened up. It is a very heavy trigger. Some of that could be me. This is a fourth magazine off the same CO2 cartridge with heavier BBs. So what I do, 15, 15 with a 60 or a 30, and then 40. I mean, that's 50 shots. So, I mean that's good for plinking. I could have adjusted my aim. Sights are not adjustable, so, but yeah, I mean, it looks like a couple of them went in the same hole there. So I mean, that's satisfactory. You know, definitely enough for blinking. Let's move to the ASG BBs. I mean, they're lighter, so there should be plenty of CO2 left for those. So I'm thinking those are going to be all over the place. It's probably going to look like a shotgun pattern, but you know what? We'll see. Stand by. All right, next up, the 0.13 gram ASG Blaster plastic BBs in the Umarex XCP. Got a fresh target set up. Again, 6.5 yards, 6 yards with my arms extended. Same as before. I'm going to start with the left target, move to the right target. Aim will be just below that black dot. Same CO2 cartridge, by the way. So I'm going to do, I got 2 magazines loaded up with 10 rounds. So we're looking at 60 and 70 shots off the same CO2 cartridge, if we can get that far. These will probably be all over the place. Alright. Magazine ejected. Safety on. Much better than I thought that was going to be. Not too bad. Everything's inside the circle. Let's move to the right target. I'm actually kind of impressed by that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. All right, let's try for the next 10. This will be 70 shots. Alright, magazine injected, safety on. God, that's even better than the last. Oh my, that's wow, they shoot pretty good in this thing. Holy smokes. I'm impressed. I mean, definitely got it tighter. I mean, what else can you say? That's pretty darn good. 0.13 gram plastic BBs. Let's go back to the review table and let's go over the results. Don't want to spend $100 or more on an air gun? Umarex XCP might be the answer for you, or any of these that are kind of similar design, but mechanically the same. I mean, it did really well today. Good velocities with both the H&N Excite Smart Shot lead BBs and very unexpected better results with the plastic ASG Blaster BBs. These did pretty good today. Better than expected. Velocity was insane. You know, the 603 feet per second. That was only at 71 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. Might have to get this thing outside maybe today, as a, you know, when in the it's about, I think it's gonna be about 89 today. So I might have to get it out, and maybe see if we can improve upon that number. I mean, I know velocity. I mean, there is a certain air gun manufacturer that sold. I mean, a lot of them sell on velocity, the feet per second. I mean, Gamma is one of them. Back in the day, they came out with that PBA Raptor ammunition pellets that, you know, they just sold everything on, you know, 1400, 1500 feet per second velocities. They even made that hog hunting video, which a lot of people really, you know, frowned upon. Just not to get into all that, but a lot of air guns, they sell on velocities. That's what people want. They want to know how fast a gun will shoot. You know, I believe I went back and looked. I think it was like $59.99 I paid for the kit for this. Okay, that's the air gun. I believe it came with some sample BBs. I think 100 or 250, and 2 CO2 cartridges. And it also has green fiber optic sights, which you know you don't get on some stuff that you pay on, you know, $100. I mean, this is US or more. So for, say, the gun itself, you know, minus the kit, you're probably looking at a $30 air gun, CO2 powered, non-blowback, all plastic, but very well made, very good plastic, shooting lead 7.4 grain or 0.48 gram BBs in the high 300s. Okay, we might hit 400 outside in 90, 80, you know, 80 and up degree weather. That's a good possibility. These 603 feet per second. I'm kind of eating crow about the accuracy of these. You saw the proof. They shot really well. I got 70 shots off of one CO2 cartridge between heavier lead and these lighter plastic. That's something to consider. You can shoot some heavier first, and then as the CO2 kind of drops a little bit, move to these ASG Blaster. I don't know how. I mean, these are probably good for plinking like light objects, such as like plastic dinosaurs, or, you know, I use those 20 gauge spent shotgun shells. Maybe nothing heavier. Probably won't punch. They may punch holes in cans if you start them out on a fresh CO2 cartridge, but then again, they might break apart then. They fed really well in the magazines. No malfunctions in the gun. Good velocity. Very good accuracy. I mean, you saw that. That's I mean, the winner today, I would have to say, are the ASG plastic BBs, the blasters. 6 yards, that's what, 5.48, almost 5.5 meters. They're landing where I'm aiming. I mean, that is not bad. Everything's within the circle. I mean, they actually outperformed the lead. I don't understand this. Just, I would have thought the heavier lead would drop, you know, instead of going up. You know, as you get into the CO2 cartridge, the you know, less amount of CO2 pressure, you would think the heavier BBs would drop, but they came up. So somebody want to explain that one to me? My aim was right here. I just rest this on top of the sight picture, which, I mean, very nice, bright green fiber optic sights, which you don't get on some things. You know, you pay, you know, twice as much for. So, yeah, I mean, if you could find one of these, I mean, like I said, they do sell them on eBay. I found this one at my Tractor Supply. I believe the kit was $59.99 US. That was, again, I think 200 BBs and 2 CO2 cartridges, plus the air gun with fiber optic sights. I don't know, pretty impressed. I mean, if you're looking for something, we'll have to check. We'll have to test out the its sister or brother or cousin, whatever, the XBG. Maybe we'll get the same results. I don't know. What do you think? Something you might consider. Anyhow, you know what? Come here, Smiley. I got no metal to stick it on. Here, we'll do this. There we go. Works for me. The Umarex XCP 4.5 millimeter CO2 powered non-blowback air pistol. All plastic, metal internals, but a very well-made budget air pistol. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.